Hi guys, it's David from MAGMA. I'm just back to do another video for you on our MAG v3.0 software with FX Pro C Algo and FX Pro C Trader platform. Let's get the software opened up. So there's a couple of things to mention just before we get started. The trading platform from FX Pro has actually merged. So C Trader and C Algo are both in the same platform now. I'll go up to the top left hand corner here where we have the option to switch between those platforms. So the candlesticks icon is the manual trading platform, and the little coding brackets here are for the automate platform, or the Algo platform as it was previously known. So we're going to stick with the Algo platform in the duration of this video, and obviously to cover our MAG software as well. We've got MAG v3.0 installed here, as you've seen in previous videos, and I have some presets set up, some parameters that I've set up previously loaded at the moment. And in this video we are going to cover the backtesting side of the FX Pro platform, which is just up here between your normal view of your pair and on the optimization tab as well. So this one just in the middle. The optimization is something that we're going to cover in a future video. I'll quickly run through the parameters that I have set up here. So we've got a gold versus the dollar pair set up here on an 8-hour time frame. This is using a £1,000 demo count, as you can see at the top, so the lot size safely set to 0.1. We've increased the spread to 600 to catch all of the trades, no matter what the spread is doing on the platform. We're including both buy and sell directions on here to catch both buy and sell trades. And another important one for the sake of backtesting is to have the use server time UTC 0 set to yes. That is quite important to get some more accurate backtesting results. And as I mentioned, we have the DiNapoli indicator configured here on an 8-hour time frame, as covered in previous videos. We've also got the smart grid settings in addition to the DiNapoli indicator, which is something we've also covered in a previous video. Let's get on to the actual backtesting side of the video then. In the backtesting tab here at the top, as I said earlier, there will be a settings tab that you'll need to visit first before trying to run any pairs or test any pairs. So you'll need to configure the backtesting correctly by following these instructions. So let's go into the settings tab and we'll set up the starting capital to match whatever account size it is that we are going to use. So in this case I'm using a £1,000 demo account, and therefore I'll set the starting capital to £1,000. There is a drop down list of presets, or you can just manually type in your account balance. The commission will always be set to 45 per million, as it is at the moment on my pre-configured settings. This is to do with the percentage of commission that the broker takes in the real world, just again giving you the most accurate results from your backtesting. On the data drop down you will have a few options. One of these will probably be set incorrectly as default, but you will need to change this to tick data from server, as this is the most accurate data for backtesting. It actually does say accurate in the brackets there as well. So make sure that's selected, make sure 45 per million is selected for commission, and make sure you've set a reasonable starting balance in relation to your account. So that's those settings done. Let's then go on to select a starting date for our backtesting, which is basically historical data from this pair. That's what backtesting is. It's just what happened on the market over any given previous date that you can then run a pair with parameters and see how they would have performed to gauge how they might perform in the future. So we're going to start the backtesting here over a 1 month period on May the 1st, 2018, and I'm going to select the end date across the other side of the screen as June the 1st, 2018, giving us a 1 month period to test these over. We would advise that you go through and do 6 to 12 months worth of backtesting, whether you do it month by month like in this example, or you do the 12 months at the same time. It's up to yourself. However, the longer you choose to backtest over, the longer it will take to complete the run. So once you've set your starting date and your ending date, then we'll move down to introduce you guys to the tabs at the bottom here. So you've got an equity chart, trade statistics, history tab, and the log. Your equity chart will be a blank screen here, which then has a yellow line across it to show you the equity or balance on your trading parameters, and the shadow will be what your drawdown is. As you can see, it's gave a little diagram here. So this is the sort of thing you'd be looking out for any drawdown, and the yellow line is in reality what is happening with your trades. The trading statistics tab will show you net profit, starting capital, ending balance, and ending equity. Again, it's just giving some false data there because we haven't actually ran anything yet, but once this is all filled in, you'll see some of the results and the numerical breakdown of what was happening. In the history tab, it will tell you when trades were entered, when they were closed, what size they were, and how much net and gross profit that was as well. So let's give this a run. On the right hand side here, you'll see the play button. If you just click on that, it will then automatically trade for you and generate the results that it would have done during this selected time period. So a little bit of lag there, as you might expect with a testing platform, but the equity line appears to be going in a nice positive direction on this one, and the drawdown isn't too severe either, as that would show you sort of roughly how far that's going down on the equity chart. All that means is how much of your equity it is using in order to keep open trades running. So let's check on the trade statistics tab at this point, just to see exactly what was happening there, what sort of drawdown it is, and what sort of profit, etc. we've had. Okay, so here's the breakdown of that run. So in this case, we've got a net profit of £1,387.35 over this 1 month period on these setup of parameters that I showed earlier. That equates to 139% of my account over that 1 month period, which is shown here at the top as well. So it's nice and clear for you. It also shows us the maximum equity drawdown suffered in that period, and that's not too bad, at about a 21 or 22% drawdown figure there. That just means it's used about 22% of your starting equity in order to keep those trades running until they were closed in profit. It tells us total trades taken was 10. Total winning trades in this case was, fortunately enough, 10. And obviously the maximum consecutive winning trades was 10 here as well, because it didn't lose one. It will also tell you your largest winning trade and your largest losing trade, if there was one. You can scroll down for a few more options down there as well on the side. So if we go into the history tab, as I mentioned before, we can see entry time, symbol, volume, direction, entry price, closing price, what the commission was taken, and overall the net and gross profit and the effect on your balance. So you can see we started with 1,000, and then after the first trade we were up to 1,025.77 from the net profit, and we ended on 2,387.35, which aligns with this figure up here. So overall they were, or they would appear to be, successful parameters, at least during that month of the backtesting. As I mentioned earlier in the video though, we would advise taking your parameters through 6 to 12 months worth of backtesting just to see if they are actually worth taking live. Once this is done, it's worth going then onto your normal view, onto your normal pair, which is here, and going through some what we would call forward testing, which is using the same parameters on a demo account on real time for a few weeks just to make sure that they do perform as you would expect, and then you can move those safely onto a live account. That's everything we are going to cover in this video. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully that gave you an understanding of backtesting, and I'll catch you in the next video.